In this video, I want to tell you all of the reasons why you should be playing Pokemon VGC. This is a beautiful game. This is a game that I fell in love with for the past 5 years. But truth be told, I've been playing Pokemon VGC since I was 19 in college when I discovered Wolfie VGC on YouTube. But even deeper than that, I was playing Pokemon since I was 8 years old on the Nintendo DS when I first got Piplup in Pokemon Pearl. I've been playing this game for a long time, and just in the past year, I have sat on stage and played on stream in front of a regional championship across. I have defeated the best player in the world, maybe of all time, Wolf Glick, and I even qualified for the Pokemon World Championships with 4 day 2s and 2 top cut appearances in my last 6 tournaments. I'm not gonna lie, I fell in love with this game. It's one of the most beautiful games, the most challenging games, the most rewarding games, and the most insane games ever to take you on a life journey. And I wanted to convince my brother to play Pokemon VGC, my cousins, my girlfriend. Honestly, I mentioned it to my parents, and I think that everyone should play Pokemon VGC. Of course, if you love Pokemon, it's even better, but I'm here to give you the 5 reasons why you have to play this game, okay? And the first one that I really want to talk about is that you can truly be the best and go on a dream. Pokemon VGC is a dream. You all started playing this game when you were a kid, right? When you had big dreams, when you wanted to be an astronaut, when you wanted to be a professional athlete, when you wanted to be a movie star, whatever your dream was when you were a kid. Unfortunately, life hits you in the face and we all grow up, right? Some of us are in college, some of us are in high school, some of us are adults. Some of the people that I coach in my coaching community are 30 plus years old with a kid and family and a wife. So many of us are all different ages of life where life has taught us almost to stop dreaming. But in Pokemon VGC, that dream is a reality. You can be the best. You can go to Pokemon tournaments, be the best player in your state, be the best player in the country, and even be the best player in the world. This is a game where you are truly rewarded and you truly have a shot at becoming the best player. If you're 35 years old, there's no chance you could be the best NBA player. Okay, they're all 20 years old, dunking on 10 feet hoops, making millions of dollars, competing every single day, all day. And yes, although there are competitive Pokemon professionals like Wolfie VGC, like James Beck, like Luca Charabelli, the world champion, like Marco Silva, the recent regional champion. There are players like you and me who are average Joes, who don't make a full-time living off of this game, but can still be the best, okay? I know so many players, like Justin Tang, who was a college student and won not his very first regional, which he did win, but he won another one at their very next tournament. This is insane, but any player can truly come in, and if they do work hard in the right way, anything can happen, okay? It's like Ash in Pokemon, right? He was a normal kid who got his first Pokemon. Little did we know, and we saw the journey that he went on to win the Pokemon League after years and years and years. But he was an average Joe, okay, that could be the best. You can bring your favorite Pokemon alongside of you. You can build with the strongest Pokemon of all time. It doesn't matter. If you want to bring only Dragon-type Pokemon, if you want to only bring Dark-type Pokemon, I know my name is darktypedarsh. I always bring Grimmsnarl to almost every single tournament I play, but I bring whatever Pokemon I want, what feels good, what feels strong. And you can be the same way. And you can genuinely dominate your local tournaments, your regional tournaments, your international tournaments, just like I have learned to do. But also you can just dominate online. And the point is that you can be the best. You can dream out loud. You can, like, if I can tell you something honestly, winning my first tournament was one of the most insane feelings of all time. That's where this was born, this YouTube channel. I was in Chicago at a local tournament, maybe 25, maybe 30 players. And I remember slowly winning and winning and winning. Fun fact, in my top 4 match, I actually played the Pittsburgh regional champion, Alex Arand. I play Milwaukee regional champion Alex Arand, and I beat him. And then I beat the player in finals. And then I won my first ever local tournament. Since then, I've won multiple local tournaments. I think over 10. I've even beaten the world's finalist and previous world champion James Evans. Like, guys, if I can do that while working a full-time job, stressing about bills, stressing about life, then so can you. And the best part about it is that not only are you going on a journey, but you're actually growing. You're increasing your intelligence, which is number 2. You become smarter playing Pokemon VGC. For those of you who have competed in Pokemon tournaments, I know after a long day of competing, your brain is fried. Okay, you have to worry about, 1, building the perfect team. You have to worry about what moves am I going to use? What are my 6 Pokemon going to be? What are their items? What are their Terra types? What are their move sets? And more than that, there are customizable EVs, effort values, where you actually have to adjust the attack, adjust the speed, adjust the defenses, adjust the health bar to customize your Pokemon. That thought process takes intelligence, takes strategy, takes game-winning, potential Einstein level 1000 IQ creations to where you are in the driver's seat. And by doing this over and over and over again, not only are you becoming a better Pokemon player, but you're becoming smarter along the way, just in the building process. Because of course, to play a Pokemon tournament, you have to build a Pokemon team. And then when you actually go to these tournaments with these Pokemon teams, you are using your Pokemon that are 6 Pokemon out of literally over 1,000 against another person's 6 Pokemon they've chosen over 1,000 with over thousands of combinations of moves, items, all of that stuff. But then you have to actually pick your 4 Pokemon to beat their 4 out of their 6 in the right order and doing the right things at the right time with insane levels of game theory. Guys, if it doesn't excite you, I don't know what does, because you are literally getting to sit across from someone else and use your brain creation versus their brain creation and see who comes out on top. Doing that consistently over 16 times over the course of a day, that's going to make you smarter. You're gonna say, Darsh, how does that make me smarter? You're going to learn how to be a better decision maker, think under pressure, critical think and forecast into the future, because you have to think, well, if I do this on this turn, he does this on this turn, how can I find my way to win? If I lead this and he does that, and if I do this, okay, well, on the next turn, what will he do? Guys, this puzzle, this maze, this pathfinding process makes you smarter. Me and my normal job right now, my job is to help secure partnerships for my company. But now I know when another partner I'm talking to or a client does this, then I know to do this, then to do this, then to forecast and to do this, to come prepared with a certain thing, because Pokemon has taught me how to be prepared, which is team building, how to navigate a conversation or a proposal, which is battling, and then how to adjust, my contract or whatever I'm doing, which is literally adjusting between games 2 and game 3. Pokemon has taught me how to do that in life, okay? And learn those valuable skills to become a creative thinker. And I love that side of this game. The third thing is you have to actually meet your people. We're not kids anymore. We're not 4 years old. We're not 7 years old. We're not 10 years old. We're not in class where everyone in your classroom is your age. You're doing the same things. You're watching the same sports. You're having the same hobbies. I wish life was that easy. I wish life was everyone around you had the same interests. But if you're like me, no one in my personal life cares about Pokemon VGC. No one. Not my brother, not my best friends, not my cousins, not my girlfriend, no one. One of my cousins tried playing Pokemon VGC, played for 6 months and never touched it again. I don't blame them, but it's hard to find people in your life that are just like you. And I know the feeling of when you actually find those people, you are so much happier for it. And Pokemon is a place where there are people just like you, just like me across this entire planet. And I used to be by myself. I used to travel to Pokemon tournaments alone, okay? I went to Utah, Salt Lake City, I went to Orlando, I went to Knoxville, I went to all of these places by myself in an Airbnb, in a hotel, crashing on my friend's couch to play this game. And again, I loved it at the time, but now I'm not kidding, I traveled to Pokemon tournaments all across the world. I play online almost every other night. I have a community that I coach players twice a week where we are all just like each other. We are all actual friends. We're all living together, partying together, playing other video games together, talking about life together, finding your own people together. Okay, I get to go to local Pokemon tournaments and comic book shops and compete against them every couple of weeks. He beats me this time, I beat him next time, and I beat him again. And my point is that you find people who are similar age to you, but also have the same passion as you. They want to be the best. They want to be creative. They want to get better. They want to travel the world to play this game, which goes right into my next thing, which is seeing the world. In Pokemon VGC, you get to see the world. You get to travel the world. What feeling is better than that? I would argue that there is none. I've traveled to Salt Lake City. I've traveled to Orlando. I've traveled to London. I'm traveling to Brazil next month, to Las Vegas. I've traveled to 4 different countries because of Pokemon. I've traveled to many different states, over 20 different states playing this game. Seeing the world, exploring the culture, seeing what it's like, meeting new people, trying new foods. That is what Pokemon is all about, okay? And the last thing I want to tell you is that Pokemon hold you back from living a boring life. You're stuck in your job. You're stuck at school. You're stuck, in a really unhealthy social relationship. Pokemon brings you out of that. It gets you to follow your love, follow your passion, see where it takes you, meet new people, challenge yourself, go on a conquest, go on a journey. That's what Pokemon's about, because the bonus part about this is that you want to make young you proud. Comment the word proud if you want me to actually send you actionable advice on how to do these things on the checklist to start playing Pokemon VGC. Things that you can actionably do to make it a dream, to increase your intelligence. Because I made a specific guide for this video that if this really resonates with you and you want to get started on that journey, I created it for you. But the young version of you who played Pokemon VGC under the covers, in the car, on his phone, on his computer, now on the Nintendo Switch, make that version of you proud. Chase your competitive dreams, travel the world, meet people just like you. And if it turns out like I did, it was the best decision I ever made. That's why I have this YouTube channel. I've traveled the world. I've played competitive levels. I've beaten multiple world champions. I've sat on stage in front of thousands. And now I get to work with people one-on-one and in group coaching settings to help them dream the same way that I got to dream this past year. And guys, if you want to see a video where I actually show you how to team build, watch this video. And if you want to see a video on the 7 habits that I learned from all of this that made me get to 7 different day 2s and deep stages of tournaments, watch this video here, okay? I appreciate you guys. And again, comment the word proud if you want the interactable workshop and guide that comes with this completely for free in this video. All right? I'll see you guys later. It's been darktypedarsh. Peace.